Well, hello friends. Welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, the Dread Pirate Space Buns, and today I have nothing to drink because I kind of failed. I was obviously really hyper. And for those of you that'll watch this pretty much instantly upon upload, you know that it's very early, and that I probably made this very early. You would be correct. I made this very early. I don't know. I've been feeling kind of good, obviously. You guys know. I've been posting more. I've been working at this more. And so I really just wanted to share kind of a quote that really gets me going and makes me think about doing the things that I want to do. And that I did find recently that kind of got me remotivated to really pushing some things. And so the quote that hopefully I'll get to pop up now is if you're not happy with where you're at in life, why you just chilling? And it sounds kind of silly, why you just chilling? But like, for real, if you're not happy, then why not do something about it? You don't have to spend your life that way, and you don't have to spend all of eternity that way. And I don't know, I think that's such an important thing to be said in and of itself, because I don't think it's often said enough that if you're not happy at a job, in a relationship, doing whatever it is that you're doing, even in a lifestyle, it's okay to say that. And it's okay to say that I need a change, or I need, to find a way to positively do something else. There's nothing wrong with making that decision in life. And yeah, over the years, I've kind of made that decision with working. I've kind of been talking to some people a little bit more openly about it, but yes, I went to school to be a cake decorator. And I very, very seriously thought that that was going to be like it. That was my thing. And in the end, I do feel kind of silly because I don't decorate that many cakes these days. I decorate my friends' birthday cakes, and of course birthday cakes for my family, and when people ask me for them, I definitely do them. And here and there I still do get to make a cake for a little bit of money, but I actually I got certified by Wilton, the cake decorating company, during high school, and we used to go to Hobby Lobby, me and my grandfather, every Saturday, and we'd take the Wilton classes together. And so I was Wilton certified in high school, and that's how I started working as a cake decorator really young, at 14 technically. I worked at an ice cream cake decorating shop, and I will tell you what, ice cream cakes will make you never want to decorate a cake again. You never think about the fact that you take that out of the freezer and suddenly you're on a timer for that thing to melt. Yeah, there's no like blast freezer, things like that you see on Food Network. Like, the franchise owners don't want to buy that, guys. So you're on a timer. You have 3 minutes to decorate, and then you put that thing back in the freezer, or so help you. But that was fun, a fun experience. It taught me a lot. I learned that I really didn't want to continue to work in ice cream shops after probably the third ice cream shop that I worked in. It was finally when I was like, you know what, there are other venues of cake decorating. Go on to get a little bit older, and I found a cookie decorating place, and I was like, this will be really cool because I can decorate already. I already got the skills, and by this point I had done most of college, and so I was like, well, college is a whole different story, but that's not the point. The point was that, like, I had all this going in there, and so of course I was easy to hire. And so working there, I ended up hating cookies. You learned a lot about, first of all, what a cookie has to be like to support that much icing, what a cookie has to be like to actually stand on a stick, which that's a 3.5-inch thick cookie. Otherwise, the dowels that you put in it would have to be too small. And it's really funny, but you put the cookie on and then it breaks. And it was a really funny thing to watch, I'm not gonna lie to you. But anyways, so yes, you bake big cookies and you get these really, really big dowels that they sit in, and you make these little cookie bouquets. And that was cool for a while. And eventually I got really tired of ending up, I put so much work into that. I put so much time, so much of my effort. And ultimately, I wasn't not only getting where I wanted to go, but I wasn't also, I, I was working for people that didn't know what they were doing. And that ultimately sucks every time. When people are telling you, oh, you didn't do this right, or oh, you didn't do that right. And it's like, can you pick up the icing bag and do it? No. So how do you know I didn't do it right? And the little critiques, it wears on you. And so over time, I kind of grew away from cake decorating, but it was one of those things where I kind of jumped from thing to thing because at a point in high school, I honestly thought I was going to be a fashion designer. And we ain't going to talk about why, because that's a little embarrassing, and it might have something to do with a certain MTV show that if you can guess, you're welcome to, but it may or may not. I thought that was going to happen, and that is how I sew, and how I kind of know what I'm doing with garments and clothes, and why I went to work in retail, was because I was like, well, obviously cake decorating isn't working out, so maybe I'll go back there. I hope all of this just serves as a reminder that at any point in time, you're welcome to change any part of your life and just say, you know what? I want this. Just because your happiness is important and worth it. And quite frankly, at the end of the day, everybody else has their happiness to worry about. So you kind of have to figure out a way to put yours up there and say, no, mine's important. Don't just chill in a place where you don't want to be. And I know there are some times where it depends on other people, or it may be harder to do something, I honestly think that the times when you're facing the hardest tasks are the times that you should try the hardest. And I'm not just saying that, I'm speaking from literal experience. Especially, I'm here. Even getting here has taken simply just jumping off the edge and saying, I'm going to do it. I'm going to actually do it. And for anybody that actually knows me, I may or may not have talked about doing this for 5 years now. So, yes, sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes it takes growing courage and strength and being the lion in The Witch in the Wardrobe and simply finding it on your own. And realizing that the gift from the witch was nothing, but your own power to believe in your brain and what it tells you. And trust me, if this thing tells you can do something, you can do it. I only know this because this thing controls my head. This thing controls everything I do. So if I tell myself, like I did this morning, hey, you can wake up, you can work out and get your yoga done, and you're going to feel great. And even though I didn't want to do it, I woke up, I got it done, and I do feel great about myself. So remember, don't just chill. We're not, snails. I'm trying to think of an ocean creature that just chills, but my brain seemed to, you don't need that information. But I know something. So maybe when I edit this, something witty will be inserted here for you. But really, everybody, it's the weekend right now, but regardless of when you're watching this, just enjoy the time where you're at and take a good look. Take a good look at yourself, at where you are in different places in your life, in different facets, and ask yourself if you're happy, if you really like where you're at. And realize too that happiness is a grand scale, okay? You can still like your job, dislike certain aspects of it, and that's okay. Does it balance for you? And find that balance for yourself. And please, friends, don't ever, ever, ever let anybody else tell you what you have to do with it. Because that balance is completely yours. Yours to make. It's your movie. Please, everyone, enjoy, stay safe, and have a great whenever you are watching this. Thanks for coming by. Space Buns out.